Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. My name is Kate, and I'm a teacher at Study Academy. I'm really glad to see you today at our first webinar. So, how are you guys? How are you doing? I'm doing great. Can you write in the chat box, how are you? I really want to see your comments. So write down how you're feeling. You can, I think, send maybe some emojis, a happy face, a wonderful face, a lovely face, or just write how you're feeling. Great, wonderful, fantastic. So let's wait for everyone to join our webinar. So today is Friday. Friday is a fun day. So let's have the best day today. Let's have the best lesson today. And also tell me, guys, what you're doing today. What are your plans for this weekend? Are you going anywhere? Because the weather is great. It's sunny and it's warm. So it's the best time to go to the nature, maybe to go to the park. Maybe someone is going to swim in the swimming pool, because I think it's cold to swim in the river, but the swimming pool is the best choice. So write about your plans for this weekend. Maybe you're going to meet your friends, go to the cinema. There are a lot of new films. So write down what you're going to do today, how you're going to spend your weekend. And let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. So just a second. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to have our first webinar this Friday. And at this lesson, we are going to revise everything that you have learned during this week. So we are going to revise the grammar and the vocabulary, and you're going to show me how well you know the topic. And we're going to have real fun, and we're going to play today. So this week, you have learned comparatives and superlatives. And you learned some vocabulary that is connected to colors. Here you can see a very beautiful set of colors. Write down in the chat box what's your favorite color from this set. Personally, for me, I like pink there, and I really like red. So what's your favorite color? Write down in the chat box and tell me why you like this color and where you like this color. For example, I like red and I have a red smartphone, and I like to choose some red dresses, red jeans. I also have a pair of great red jeans. Yeah, so write in the chat. I want to see how active you are today. Okay. So before we come to the grammar, I want you to show me how attentive you are. So your task is to find two similar robots. Here you can see a picture And there are 12 robots in this picture. In chat box, you need to write the numbers of 2 similar robots. Maybe it's 1 and 12. Maybe it's 2 and 10. Maybe it's 4 and 5. So, how attentive are you? Write down in the chat box 2 numbers of 2 similar robots. Pay attention to the elements, of the robot. What shape, yes, they are, what size they are, some another elements. Okay. Oh, I see an answer by Ksenia. Great. So Ksenia loves black and she doesn't know why. I also like black. Black is a good color. It's like a classic color. You can dress up in black and you will look classy and elegant. Okay, Elizaveta wrote 3 and 12. Okay, so we have one answer for our task. Great. I want to see more comments. I want to see how active you are today because it's Friday, it's fun day, so please be active. Okay, so guys, I'm waiting for your answers. And while you are writing, let's come to the grammar. So let's revise grammar. This week, you learned about adjectives. So let's revise the adjective. So what the adjective is, The adjective is a word that we use to describe a noun. For example, a beautiful dress, a strong man, an expensive car. So these are examples of adjectives: beautiful, strong, expensive. I also learned 2 forms of adjectives: the comparative form and the superlative form. So, who can tell me why we need comparative form? Who remembers? Who is the smartest student? Who can help me? If you remember, write down in the chat box why we need comparative form and why we use this form for. While you are answering, I'm going to give you my answer. We use comparative adjective to compare 2 things or 2 people. And the superlative adjective we use to compare one thing or one person to all other things or all other people. So now let's come to the form. Before we start, I want to remind you that we have also 2 types of adjectives. We have a short adjective. A short adjective is the adjective that has 1 syllable. For example, clear or dark. And we have a long adjective. So this is the adjective that has 3 or more syllables. For example, creative or popular. This is very important. If the adjective has 1 syllable, to make a comparative form, we use in the end er, and to make the superlative form, we use est. For example, adjective clear, the comparative form clearer, and the superlative form the clearest. Or another example, dark, the comparative form darker, and the superlative form the darkest. Don't forget, when we create a superlative form, we use article the before the adjective. The clearest, the darkest. Now, let's come to another rule. When our adjective has E in the end, we need to write only R for comparative form and ST for superlative form. For example, wise, wiser, devices. Simple, simpler, the simplest. Let's come to the third rule. When our adjective ends with one vowel and one consonant, we need to double the last consonant. So, thin, thinner, the thinnest. Fat, fatter, the fattest. When our adjective has Y in the end, like in words busy or merry, we need to change Y into I. Busy, busier, the busiest. Merry, merrier, the merriest. So, these are 4 main rules for short adjectives. Now, let's come to the rule for a long adjective. Remind you that a long adjective is an adjective that has 3 or more syllables. So, when our adjective is a long word, we need to use some special words. For comparative form, we use more. For superlative form, we use the most. For example, creative, more creative, the most creative. Popular, more popular, the most popular. And of course, the last rule and not the least, of importance. We have also irregular adjectives. So it means that we change the form of the word. For example, good, better, the best. Bad, worse, the worst. Little, less, the least. Much, more, the most. So, revised the grammar material, and now it's time for you to show how professional you are in our grammar. So, grammar professionals. You can see 8 sentences. In each sentence, you can see a gap and a word in brackets. For example, for number 1, this is the adjective good. Your task is to open up the brackets and use the adjective in the correct form. It can be the comparative form or the superlative form. For example, the clothes here are then in my town. So I compare the clothes here and in my town. So I compare 2 places. So if I need to compare 2 places, I need to use the comparative form. So the answer is going to be the clothes here are better than in my town. And one thing, when we compare 2 things, we use than. Better than. The clothes here are better than in my town. So guys, you are going to have 5 minutes to complete this task. All your answers you should write in the chat box. Please write down the number 1, and only the correct form. You don't need to rewrite the sentences. Just write the correct form of the adjective. So guys, please be very active. I want to see all your answers in the chat box. So write down and be very careful and attentive. Have a look at the adjective first of all, yeah? And think about if it's a long adjective, if it's a short adjective. If it's a short adjective, what ending it has? Do I need to change anything? So it's very, very important. And if it's a long adjective, is it a comparative form or is it a superlative form? What should I use? Should I use more or the most? Also, be careful with the irregular adjectives. Yeah, we need to change the form. Okay. So I see some answers. Thank you. Darina is very active. Good. So guys, write down all your answers. Please don't forget to write down the number. Number 1, the answer. Number 2, the answer, and so on. You don't need to write the sentences. Don't rewrite the sentences. Just write only one correct form. So you have 3 minutes. Please be very active. Hurry up. Be like Lisa Simpson. You can see the picture of Lisa. And she's a very smart girl. Yes, and she's also writing this task. So who will be the first one, you or Lisa? What do you think? Okay, so I want to see more answers in the chat. Okay, hurry up because we have a lot of things to do today. We are going to see how professional you are in grammar, and I hope that you are real grammar professionals. Okay, guys. So, you're sleepy today, I see. Not all students have woken up. Are you sleeping? It's Friday. There's no time for sleep. Be very, very active. I want to see how active you are. Because it's Friday, it's fun day, it's Sunday, yeah? It's sunny day. Yeah, so let's work. And then you are going to have your weekend. I hope you're going to relax, but this time you have to work really hard to show me what you have learned. Okay, 1 minute left. So hurry up with your answers. Okay. Yeah. So while you are writing, I want you to tell me and to write down the number of this sentence with the longest answer. Which answer has more letters? So maybe it's answer number 2, or maybe it's answer number 6. So be ready and find the longest answer. Okay, 30 seconds left. Hurry up. So let's have a look at the sentences. That's my mark ever. Think about, should we use a comparative form or a superlative form? It's, then I thought. I think we are lost. So maybe comparative form or maybe the superlative form. Well, that's the meal I've ever had. Yeah, disgusting. Disgusting. This is something that is not very pleasant. I hope your teams today than last week. Lucky. So lucky, is it a positive adjective or a negative adjective? Who knows? Please write in answers. They are in their new school than in their old one. Happy. I know that you know this word, and I hope that you are happy because it's our English lesson. It's the song on the album. Good. So good. Think about. Should we use the comparative or the superlative form? And the last sentence. Your spaghetti sauce is then my mom's. Tasty. Tasty. So if the food is tasty, you like this food and you want to eat this food. Okay, great. I see the answers. Ksenia wrote number 4. Ksenia, that's right. So the answer number 4 is the longest one. Good. I see Yeva wrote some answers. Good job. Okay, and Karina wrote some answers. Good, girls. Girls are very active today. So we have the group of all girls. Great. What about boys? Do we have boys? Why are the boys silent? Why are they sitting and not working? Boys, hurry up. Okay, so now it's time to check. So the clothes here are better than in my town. That's my worst mark ever. It's further than I thought. I think we're lost. That's the most disgusting meal I've ever had. I hope your team's luckier today than last week. They are happier in the new school than in their old one. It's the best song on the album. Your spaghetti sauce is tastier than my mom's. Okay, now let's come to your answers and let's see who wrote all correct answers. So I see Darina wrote, I think it was for number 3, further. You write with you, yeah? And in the answer, in my answer, there is A, but the adjective for has 2 words, yeah? Like 2 options. You can write with you or you can write with A. Okay. Then Darina wrote most disgusting, so it's for number 4, that's right. Then let's check Yeva's answers. Number 1, better. Number 2, worst. Good. Number 3, fodder. Yeah, this is irregular adjective, so we use the word further. Number 4, the most disgusting. Number 5, luckier. Good. Number 6, happier. Number 7, the best. And number 8, tastier. Okay, good. Then Karina wrote some answers. Number 3, further. Okay. Number 4, most disgusting. 5, luckier today. 6, happier. That's right. Good. Okay, very nice. Yeah. So you're real grammar professionalism, and it's time to go to the vocabulary. So, do you remember these words? Have a look at our 4 pictures and think about each picture and what you see in the picture. So, um, it's something about colors. Yeah, if you look at the first picture, you can see some bright colors. So, what does it mean? Please, in the chat box, write down your answers. Write down number 1, the word, number 2, the word, number 3, the word, and number 5, the word. So, what do you think it is? So, number 1 is something about different colors. You can see dark blue, you can see yellow, you can see purple color, also orange and dark green. So what it is? Picture 2, yeah, you can see a sign, yeah, the red sign. So it's something maybe dangerous, yeah. So this is a road sign, or maybe the sign that you can see just in some shopping malls or maybe in the shops. What do you think it means? Okay, picture 3. So it's like a painting, okay? Yeah. What it is? Yeah, it looks like a rainbow, but what do you think it is? Okay. And the last picture, picture 4, you can see 2 people. And you can see that the girl is in the white dress. Yeah. And here is a man near this girl. And he's also in the white suit. Yeah. So maybe it's some official ceremony. And there is another guy. And there are a lot of beautiful flowers. Okay, so what do you think it is? Oh, Darina, you wrote number 4, wedding. Okay, good. So write down more answers. What do you think about picture 1, picture 2, picture 3? So this is something that you have learned already. So what can it be about? Remember at the beginning, I ask you about what's your favorite color. So it should be connected to the colors. So what do you think it is? I want to see more answers. Okay, so let's check. Picture 1 is die. Picture 2, danger. Picture 3, bride. And picture 4, wedding. Okay, so now let's come to one more exercise where you're going to show me how well you remember these words. Yeah, die, danger, bride, and wedding. So, vocabulary professionals, you can see 2 columns. The first column, die, wedding, bride, and danger. And another column, marriage, unsafe, paint, and shining. You need to match the first column to the second column. So you need to find a pair of synonyms. In the chat box, write down 2 words. Yeah, a pair of synonyms. So, for example, die, is it marriage, unsafe, pained, or shining? So what do you think? Find a pair to the word die and write in the chat box, please. Then we have wedding. So what's the pair for the word wedding? Is it marriage? Is it unsafe? Is it pained or is it shining? So write your answer. Then we have bright, marriage, unsafe, pained or shining. And the last one, danger. So is it marriage? Is it unsafe, pained or shining? Okay, last 30 seconds. Write down your answers. Okay, I see that Darina wrote some answers. Елизавета wrote some answers. Okay, please be active. 20 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now let's check. So, die, paint, bright, shining, wedding, marriage, danger, unsafe. So, let's see your answers. Darina was the first one. So, die, paint, wedding, marriage, bride, shine, and danger, unsafe. Darina, good. Well done. Good job. Then we have Елизавета. Die, paint, wedding, marriage, bride, shining, danger, unsafe. Good job. Also good job. Okay, then we have Arpenia. Die, paint, wedding, marriage, bride, shining, danger, unsafe. Good. Everything is good. And Yeva, number 1, paint, number 2, marriage, number 3, shining, number 4, unsafe. Good girls, well done. I like how active you are and how professional you are in vocabulary. Good job. Okay, so now it's time for idioms. Let's learn some idioms. Oh, I see one more answer. Karina, paint, marriage, shining, and safe. Okay, Karina, good job. Thank you for your answers. Okay, so now let's come to the idioms about colors. So there are some idioms about colors. So let's learn them. The first idiom is red tape. So red tape means official tasks or official or bureaucratic tasks. Red tape. Then to be yellow means to be cowardly. Then to see red, to be very angry. The next idiom is blackout. So it means faint. Yeah, faint. Then black and blue means describe something that is badly bruised. Then golden opportunity means the perfect chance. The pre-last is have the blues, be sad or depressed. And the last one, black sheep, a person who is a disgrace to a family or group. So, right now, choose one idiom that you like more and write down in the chat box this idiom. Choose one idiom from the list, idiom that you like more, and write down this idiom in the chat box. For example, my favorite idiom is golden opportunity, yeah, the perfect chance. I usually like to have the golden opportunity, yeah, to do something new or to do something that I have never done before. And for every person, golden opportunity is different. Yeah, for someone is the chance to start a new hobby, yeah, or to do something exciting, yeah, maybe to jump with the parachute, yeah, maybe we have someone who likes extreme. For another people, it can be to get a good mark or to be the best at school or in the hobby. So choose one idiom from the list and write down it. So the idiom that you like more. Another idiom that I like is have the blues, yeah, be sad or depressed. I usually don't have the blues. I don't get upset. And I like to be very positive. So I don't have the blues very often. But sometimes it happens and I can be sad, not depressed, of course, but a little bit sad. Okay. So I'm waiting for your answers. Write the idiom that you like. Another idiom that I think is interesting is to be yellow, yeah, to be coward. So a coward person is a person who is afraid of doing something and especially doing something new. So to be yellow, yeah, for example, he is yellow. It doesn't mean that he has the yellow skin. No, it means that he's covered. Yeah, so he's afraid of doing something. Yeah, so yeah, I don't like people who are yellow. Okay, so and one more interesting idiom is the black sheep. So the black sheep is a person in the group or in the family that is like different, yeah, from others. So he's like the black sheep, yeah. So you know that sheep is usually white, yeah, and the black sheep is different from others, yeah. So if there is like a group of sheep and all sheep are white and there is one black sheep, so you can like see distinctly this sheep, so it's like different. If you are a black sheep, it means that you are different from the group of people or maybe from the family. Okay, so now let's come to the next part, and it's time to play one interesting game. So, it's Bamboozle. I'm going to direct you to the game. Just a second. Okay, so as I see, we have only girls here. Yeah, so let's have one team. So what I need to do, we choose one team and we can have 24 questions. And we are starting the classic mode. So I want to tell you about the rules of this game. You are going to see a play board with 24 blue boxes. I will open different boxes, yeah? Not in the order, just in different orders. And you will see a sentence. Your task is to write the correct answer. But there are some boxes with surprise. So the surprise is different. It can be some extra points for you, or it can be some minus points for you. Yeah? And let's start. Let's do number 1 together so you see how it works. I want to start with number 11 because today is Friday, yeah, and today is the 11th. Oh, have a look. I got the surprise boxes, so I lose 20 points. Unfortunately, this is the bad start, but let's continue. So let's take number 1. This is pants I could find and cheap. So your task is to open up the brackets and use the adjective cheap in the correct form. It can be the comparative form or the superlative form. So if to look at the sentence, this is pens I could find. I compare the pens that there are here and to all other pens. So I think we need to use the superlative form. So this is the cheapest pens I could find. So we have 15 points. And now our score is just only -5. So now I want to choose another box. Let it be 21. So in the chat right now, write the correct answer. She is me. Big. Yeah, she is me. So what do you think? Is it the comparative form? Maybe the superlative form? Do we need to use extra words or we just need the word big? Okay, so write in the chat box what do you think is the correct answer. She is me, big. She is bigger than me. She is the biggest me. What do you think? 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to answer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now it's time to see the answer. I think Karina wrote it. She's bigger than me. Great, Karina, thank you so much for your answer. You have 15 points. Good job. Now we have 10 points. So let's take 24. So a surprise, 25 points. Okay, now let's take number 7. She is woman I have ever seen. And the adjective beautiful. Yeah, so what do you think? Write your answer in the chat box. She is woman I have ever seen. She is more beautiful than woman I have ever seen, or she is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. So write your answer. You are going to have 30 seconds. Okay. She is woman I have ever seen. Beautiful. Beautiful is a long adjective, so think about what form we need to use. Do we compare her to another woman, or we say that like she is the best of all women in the planet? Okay, so 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what's the answer? She is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. We use the superlative form. She's the most beautiful. Okay. Now take number 19. That was way I expected. We have the adjective fast. So write your answer in the chat box. Should we use faster or more fast, or the fastest or the most fast? What do you think? Is it a long adjective or a short adjective? Is it a comparative form or is it a superlative form? What do you think? Write only the adjective, only the correct form of an adjective in the chat box. So you have 30 seconds. That was way I expected. So 20 seconds left. Write the answer in the chat box. That was the way faster than I expected. That was the way more fast than I expected. Or that was the way the fastest than I expected. Or it was the way the most fast I expected. So what do you think? Okay, 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Faster than, Karina, I see you wrote a message. Your answer is the fastest, but the correct form is the comparative form. That was the way faster than I expected. Point number 2. She is person I know. Crazy, yeah, crazy. So, 30 seconds. Write the correct form. She is person I know. Crazy, crazy. So, is it a long adjective or maybe just short? What do you think? And what's the correct form? She's crazier, she's craziest, or maybe she's more crazy, or the most crazy. So what's correct form? Write down in the chat box. Let's do this. Okay, let's find the correct answer. Right. Be active. Okay. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So she's the craziest person I know. Yeah, the superlative form. Now let's come to number 4. This house is down the road, and the adjective is far. So far, think about this adjective. Is it just a short adjective? Or maybe it's irregular adjective? And what's the correct form? Do we need to use the comparative or the superlative? His house is down the road. So write down your answer. Okay. So write the answer. What do you think is the correct one? 30 seconds left. This house is down the road. Julia, I see your answer. Far. Okay, we will check. 20 seconds left. Think about, maybe it's an irregular adjective, so we need to change the form. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's irregular adjective and the correct form is the furthest. You can write with U or you can write with A. It's up to you. This house is the furthest down the road. The next number, let it be number 3. This is day of my life. Good. This is day of my life. Think about the word good. Is it a regular adjective or maybe irregular adjective? And what's the form? Is it the comparative form or maybe the superlative form? Think about it. You have 30 seconds to answer. Be very active. Let's finish the game. I want to see how well you know this topic. The best, Artyom. Oh, we have a boy here. Good. An answer from the boy. The best. Okay, 20 seconds left. Who has another answer? Okay, Elizaveta, this is the best day of my life. Okay, let's check. Yes, guys, you're correct. This is the best day of my life. Good job. Let's take number 12. Oh, lose 20 points. Let's take 20. This situation is, I thought. And the adjective bad. The situation is, I thought. Bad. Is it an irregular adjective or regular? And what's the form? Comparative, superlative form. And what's the situation in your life that you think is the worst? Also, write your answers. So, 10, 8, oh, 9, sorry, I missed 9. Artem wrote worse. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The situation is worse than I thought. Artem, good. Yeah, your answer is correct. Now let's come to page 215. Right or wrong? Don't forget to buy a bag as bigger as possible. So only in the chat write plus for right, minus for wrong. Do you think this sentence is correct? Don't forget to buy a bag as bigger as possible. So plus or minus, right or wrong? Write only one sign in the chat box. What do you think? This sentence is right or wrong? Don't forget to buy a bag as bigger as possible. 20 seconds. You have 20 seconds. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this sentence is wrong. We need to say, don't forget to buy a bag as big as possible. Okay, let's take one more. Let it be 10. That is place to eat. Bad. We have this adjective. And let's think about the form. Maybe this is the same form for the previous, as for the previous, worse, or maybe it's the worst. Think about it. You have 20 seconds to think and write only the correct form of an adjective in the chat box. That is place to eat. That is the worst place to eat. That is worse than place to eat. What do you think? This is the last sentence. So write your answer. Karina, I see your answer, the worst. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Correct. That is the worst place to eat. Okay. So we have 108 points. My congratulations to you. And I want you to finish our previous task. Just a moment. Remember at the very beginning of our lesson, I asked you to notice two similar robots. So now it's time to check your answer. We have the answer by Elizaveta. And Your answer was 3 and 12, and you're completely correct. So you are very attentive. Good job. Guys, today we revise with you the grammar and the vocabulary. You showed me that you are real professionals in grammar and in vocabulary. And it's time to finish our weekend. So have a good weekend and see you next time on Friday. Enjoy your summer holidays and goodbye. See you next time.